Hello, it's Miss Cara from the Coventry Public Library, and today we're going to make a beaded pumpkin. So it's going to look like this at the end. So these are pony beads, and I made them with pipe cleaners into a pumpkin. So if you come to the library on the 23rd, the 24th, or the 25th, and you pick up a bag like this, it has an orange label on it. These are the materials you need to make the beaded pumpkin with me. So inside there are 4 orange pipe cleaners. There's 1 green and 1 brown pipe cleaner. And you can put the green and brown pipe cleaners aside. We'll need those at the end. And then also in the bag, we call these pony beads. You can use these for many other crafts, but today we're making a beaded pumpkin. So you mostly have orange in your kit bag, but there are also some brown and green beads mixed in, because sometimes pumpkins have yellow or brown or green spots. So that's what's in your bag. So that's really all you need are the pipe cleaners and the pony beads to make this craft. So if you pick this craft bag up at the library, these are the steps to make the pumpkin. So first you start with the 4 pipe cleaners, and you take 2 orange ones and you make an X. And so you make a cross or an X, but you also need to tie them together. So when you string the beads, they don't just fall through. So you take a pipe cleaner and you twist one, and then you take the other and you twist it. So you really only need to twist 2 of them, and it makes an X. And then, since we need 8 legs on our pumpkin, I'm calling them legs, on our pumpkin, you take the other 2, so now I have 4 sides to my pipe cleaner. And now you take the other 2 and you make another X. So what I did is I did one at a time. So you take this one and you swing a leg this way, and you take the other pipe cleaner down that way. So now you have 6 sides, but we really need 8. So you take the 4th pipe cleaner, so all the orange ones, and same thing, this one looks like, when I look at it, it looks like there's a space that could go across. So I take this one and I tie it over the knots, getting thick in the middle, one way and then the other. And if you need your grown-ups help with this part, that's fine, or you have an older sibling or someone at home you can work with, and you basically just cross them over so there's like a knot in the middle, like that. So it's not too thick, but there's a knot in the middle, so when we string the beads, they don't just slide off the other end of the pipe cleaners. So now I have 8 parts to my pumpkin. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically we tied them all in half. From the 4 orange pipe cleaners, you got 8 arms or legs or parts of the pipe cleaner. So now you need your pony beads. So you can string them in any color you like. So you can go into your bag, and like I said, there's even different orange ones. Some are the clear beads, some are not clear. So however you want to string them, any of the colors that you got in your bag, or if you have other pony beads at home, you could use those, of course. And then you're going to keep stringing. So you just take a bead. So I did one at a time, 1 pipe cleaner part at a time. And you just right through the hole, it fits right through the pipe cleaner. So this is actually the fun part. I had fun stringing all the beads. So the trick is to leave a little bit of space. You don't want to put the beads all the way to the end, because they're just going to fall off when you tie it to a pumpkin. And also it's good to do this over the table, because the beads, they roll all over, so it's easier to put it down. So when you start to string the next part, the other beads don't fall right off. So I put about 14, maybe 15 beads. It depends how tight a knot you tie in the middle. So like I said, you try and tie a small knot right in the middle and string each. So it started like that, right? So you have 8 orange pipe cleaners, and then once you string the beads, I'm going to show you mine, the next step, so it doesn't take so long. It'll look like this. See, so I have all the beads. So I have some green ones in mine. You might have brown or different shades of orange in your kit bag. So now, as you can see, I left a little bit on each end. So there's a little bit of pipe cleaner on each end. And then when you pull it together, if you think you need more beads, you could always put it down like this flat and slide more beads on the side. Or it depends on if you have any extra colors at home, like I said, if you wanted to add yellow beads as well. So you're going to leave a little bit, about an inch at the end, and then you bring all the ends together. So this is the tricky part. So this is how it looks like a pumpkin. So I took 2 ends at a time, and then the other 2, and then these 2, because remember we have 8, and it kind of looks like that. So it's starting to look like a pumpkin. So you just kind of form it in your hands carefully. So, and if the beads come off and they slide on the floor, you can start again, right? So you kind of press it like this and make it look like a pumpkin. And there's our knot. Our knot's going to be at the very bottom. So the tighter and the neater you make that knot, and the tighter you string the beads, you won't even really see it once it's sitting on your table or your desk or your bookshelf. So this is the tricky part, like I said. So you want to hold. This is why we don't put beads at the very end, because now that's the part that I'm holding. Can you see that? That's the part that I'm holding, the very top where we didn't string the beads. So I'm holding all the pipe cleaner at the top. And then you're going to twist it together. So the pipe cleaner is good to work with because it twists. And see this one on mine? I could probably put a few more beads. So at this point, if you had more beads left in your bag, you could take that piece off, and maybe I could string another bead or 2 on this one. All right, but you don't have to. You can leave the orange at the top, and then you twist it. So it's starting to look like a pumpkin. And you twist them together just like you would a twist tie, like that, until they're tight so they're not going to fall off. And then you can kind of form it to look like a pumpkin. And then the brown one makes it even tighter. So this I gave you a full pipe cleaner, but if you want to cut it in half at home, if you think this is too much, you twist this around the orange so it becomes the stem of the pumpkin. So you tie this around and around. And like I said, you can twist it and make a tie. And if you think, oh, this is too much, you can just trim it, okay? And basically, I tied it around and around and made a stem. And then the green pipe cleaner you use last. This is kind of just like decorative. If you want to put this just at the top of the stem to cover the rest of the orange. Or what I did is I used it like it was like a little piece of the vine still. So I twisted it right at the top. Again, you can just cut a piece of it. And then I just kind of like formed it like the pipe cleaners bend. So I made it look like a little piece of the vine coming off. And you have a pumpkin decoration. So then you can use this to decorate your table for Thanksgiving or the rest of fall. You can leave it up on your desk. And you have a craft, a beaded pumpkin craft. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today for our craft. And we hope to see you soon at the Coventry Public Library. We're open for browsing right now. The children's room is open to come in, check out books, whatever's out in the children's room. Or if your parents or your caregivers prefer curbside, we're offering curbside pickup as well. So you can check our website or call us at the library for more information. So hopefully I will see you soon at the Coventry Public Library. Thank you. Bye.